Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop, and you guessed it, we are working on the spud truck. Look at this thing.
Woohoo!
Colin's cutting out brackets.
I'm shaving down rivets.
I'm just waiting for Matt to give me a task. I don't know what I'm doing here.
And I'm helping. So what we're working on is the headache rack. It's gonna be quite thick. It's gonna be 12 inches thick because that's where the fuel tank's going. I could sit here and tell you exactly how we're building it, or you could just watch us, which I think is easier for you and me. Okay, Jake, I want these cut off.
Gotcha.
So cut both sides of that and hammer it off, so you can cut it in here and take it outside and hammer it, or hammer it down there on the floor. I don't. Yeah, that's the secret sauce right there.
What happened, Colin? Okay, I smashed my foot pretty good. My fault. But I got one more cut, one or two more cuts to go, and then these are done. I don't know what they're for, but they're almost done.
You know, it was such a nice day, 90 degrees and all. I thought I'd wear all black and come outside and grind on this thing. Smart. Be like me.
You need a little splash.
A little sploosh. Ready to go.
We have to reroute this gas line because it's in the way of where we need our brackets. Because this is a rollback, we can't put kickers off of this headache rack. So we're making it really thick and hooking it to the frame really good. That's plenty tight. And this, of course, is just a temporary fuel line until we get our supercharged LS in here.
In other words, it's gonna be here for a while.
No, we're putting an LS in here. We're putting a 6-liter with a supercharger. Low boost, like 4 pounds, 5 pounds maybe. Nothing crazy, just enough to...
Is this going to be your race truck against Cletus?
Oh, I should race this against Cletus. Cletus, you want to race me? All right, we got to get these holes in precisely the right spot. These are the plates that everything hinges off from. I need you to run some sauce every once in a while. Not now. All right, put a little stuff. Oh, too much. Okay, it's a little bit in the hole. Ed, how you doing today?
Good. Today's a good day. Good hot day. 100 degrees.
All right. So this goes right there. So we've got to drill all these holes. And this is the foundation. This is what holds the headache rack in place. This is what makes everything possible.
Those bolts are what make you stay alive when you roll over.
Yeah.
So are we going to weld those on 90?
Yeah, we have to.
Bolt them in.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. Today's a drilling game. You know the drill. I stole that from Jake. We've got to go through 2 layers of frame, 1 layer of plate. I don't know what else to say. We're just doing it.
We're putting holes in the sides so we know where to start drilling holes. After that, I'm going to be welding these up, and then we can go from there. What are we doing after that?
So unlike the Wrecker, there's a frame design difference between this and the Wrecker. The Wrecker, we made the frame as stiff as possible, and everything was welded together on it. This one is quite the opposite. This one has some flex. Even though it's double framed, got a lot of cross braces, all these rivets serve a purpose. If we started welding onto this frame, we would be causing ourselves some structural problems down the road. So everything we put on this, pretty much, not everything, but some of the things that need to be bolted on, we're gonna be bolting on. Some of the things that need to be welded on, those will be welded on.
So these sleeves are the best thing that's ever happened to me because I don't have to put on a full coat. And they're just nice. I'm gonna go over there right now also and just give a little zit zit, make her stay there.
So remember, this fuel tank's going away. One thing that What I'm trying to say is this fuel tank is temporary and it's in our way, but we're not taking it off because this truck is still drivable, even with the Dana 35. So we're gonna get back to work here.
I put a new lens on this bad boy and it is so clear. I'm hiding it.
I can see clearly now. The worlds are bad.
What Jake said.
So we got a call, and that means the crew is gonna go out and do a job. I'm gonna stay here, work on this truck, try to figure some more things out, so when they get back, we can
Keep on building.
Got it. All right. Look at that. So the reason we're taking this out is, one, we don't need it. This truck has lots of these, and this is kind of in the way of where our transfer cases and splitters are gonna go. So it may come back in some capacity, maybe just the top part, I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know. But I do know that it is in the way. Probably gonna need to move it if we even keep it. So we're gonna have a really good strong cross member right here, because we're gonna be welding bars across here for the base, for the fuel tank to sit on, and then extend out to go for the headache rack. Also, there's another one that fits right behind here. It's on the floor right here. So this is the receiver for the front of the bed for the rollback. It locks into there. That's the receiver lock. Probably a name for it, I don't know. I don't have to know what it's called as long as I know where it goes and what it does. All right, so this is what I was working on over the weekend. These are different things we need. I've got a cut list here. I don't know where the cut list is. Yeah, there's some rear suspension. Here is a rough layout of the drivetrain and the bed and how that's all gonna work. This is analog math that I did to figure out how far apart the tandem axis should be. This is a picture of the wheel mounting surface versus the frame. We're gonna have to get the leaf springs outboard, we're gonna have to do some heavy duty bracketry there. I'm not too worried about that. This is drawn to scale, so I guess, oh, I've got the marks right there. The first one I picked up, this is where they're at. So I need some quarter wall 2x2, 75 inches long. I need 2 of those. Go cut them. I wonder how close these are to the same size. That other one was 75 and a 16th, as is this one. They're within a 64th. Okay, we're doing 8.5. Here's another drawing. This one went to Flog. This is the Flog cut file. Colin won't be happy about that tack. That should make Colin pretty happy. All right, that is tacked. Now, we have the arduous task of getting this parallel and even. Oh, here, let me draw a picture of what's going on. This should help. So, here's into the truck frame. Here's the brackets we built. We're laying some bars across there. 2x2s, and then there's going to be some pretty serious bracing down here to the bottom of that bracket with speed holes. Okay, and then there's going to be some tabs. I won't draw those, but there'll be a fuel tank that sits in there, and then there'll be some uprights right here, uprights right here. Then they'll go in like that to follow the cab. Be underneath this. We don't want anybody seeing this, so we're gonna draw it behind this piece of paper. Then there'll be a crossbar right here. There'll be a winch mount right there. That's right, the winch is not moving with the bed. I know some of you aren't gonna like that, but it's for the best, and I'll explain it as we go. Anyway, that's what we're building. So this, once again, the old nasty stack, where I just stack things till it's the right shape and size, and it's gonna work great. That's it, right there. All right, this is the platform on with which we build the rest of this thing that we're building. I hope we're sitting level. I don't know how to check it here. Oh, perfect.
These guys are back.
Hey, look what happens when we leave and you leave Matt by himself.
He gets a lot done. I forgot to ask Colby, did you want an ice cream?
Yes.
Sorry. They're up at the store if you want them.
I'll remember that, Colin.
Oh, man.
I'll remember that.
Sorry. Okay. That's going to be nice. Here. So. Okay. How's that?
Touch it on this side.
Seems to be good here. You like that? So out of all the projects that I've built, this is the only one that you're probably going to be right when you type in the comments, that thing's going to be so heavy when you're done. So the Morrr, Banana, Bombi, Wrecker, they're all quite light vehicles, especially considering ground pressure. This is a double framed truck for hauling enormous weight. So here's the questions that I'm running through in my mind. Is it going to be too heavy? And should we be really cautious how we build it for weight? I don't know. It's gonna have a lot of tires on the ground. Six wheels on the ground, low profile, like wide Patagonia MT02s. Gonna have a 42-inch tire up front, 4 35s in the back. That's a lot of, that's touching the ground in a lot of places. Well, it's not gonna be worse than like a 5-ton. Those things are like 20,000 pounds. How heavy do you think this is gonna be? This thing's gotta be under, man, I need this thing under 12,000 pounds empty. I'm afraid we're gonna break that. That's all we got for you today, but we'll be back tomorrow, and we are back. It's a new day. I'm eating jerky, sorry. That is so rude of me. So we are still working on this. We're working on the headache rack. We're gonna call it the headache rack. We call it a roll bar. Confuses some people. They're like, "You're gonna roll your truck?" I'm like, "No."
We're even gonna call it a gas tank.
Receptacle.
Yeah.
Be called many a things.
I've got an evil plan. I don't know if it's gonna work, but before we build the whole, Colin, let's just finish tacking the top together and take the whole thing off.
That's what I was about to say.
All right, we're gonna finish tacking this together. We're gonna take it off. Colin's gonna weld it completely up.
It's welded pretty dang good.
We're gonna have to break it off.
Why are we gonna have to break it off?
Because we've got to cut those next angles that we don't know what are. Okay, we just have to measure down a little bit from this.
Sorry, Colin. Those are some solid welds.
Both of these are marked on both sides, so I didn't have to figure out which side they needed to be on.
A lot of marks going on here.
Yeah, well, I'll scribble the ones you don't care about.
I like it.
It's hot.
Now that we got this cut, let's go put this up against the other one, make sure that everything's lining up right, and then we'll come back out, chop the other one. We're a little off, but that's okay. That's why we're comparing them real fast. All right, I'm gonna mark this one out, chop the other one, and then we'll have Colin tack it up on the spud truck.
I'm gonna use gloves for this because that thing's hot.
It's spicy.
Hot dog. What?
Not bad.
Super.
I'm flush right now.
How does yours look?
Nice gap on the bottom.
Like it's too low, right? So the reason that is because this is tilted. So put it up on the bottom. Now you got a 1/4 inch gap. How big's your gap?
3/4 of an inch.
Oh!
Whoa.
Because I put the gap on the top, but the top's not even right, is it? Put your top so that it's completely square. You have a 1/2 inch gap?
Yeah.
How are we gonna fix this? I know how we're gonna fix this. I'm not worried about it. So we can use this. I just need to cut. I just need to trim this.
Looks good.
Okay, can you tack it? Well, that's beefy. In case you're worrying about that gap and you're wondering like, what are we gonna do? And we do bad work. I want you to know that that hurts my feelings, first of all. Second of all, we're gonna fix it so no one will ever know. I don't know if I have any of those pieces out there. I'm gonna go try to find a piece. I'll be right back. All right, you'll have to use your imagination. There's gonna be a nice gusset that goes right here. A big old boy like this. But it'll have speed holes in it. It'll look cool. That will more than make up for this gap that we're probably not gonna fill. So while Colin's welding this up, we don't want to be in here anyway. I want to show you something that came up in a video. We were doing a job up on Kolob a couple weeks ago, and we hit a point in there and sparks came showering out from the underside of the front of the MORR. A lot of you caught that and were wondering what it was. It's a known problem. It only happens sometimes. I'm going to show you what it is. We've got to fix it. It's a maintenance issue. Come under here. Can you see this right here? So that is coming in contact with the harmonic balancer. And the reason that is because these joints are getting a little bit loose. They're letting the axle rock back a couple of degrees. It has to fit between the harmonic balancer and the fan. So it's a really precise measurement, and we just got out of spec. Pretty bad. Woo! That's slicing right into that. I don't know what they make this harmonic balancer out of, but it is slicing, just slicing through that. So as you can see, it's nothing to worry about.
It's probably fine.
That's another day's issue.
Yeah, nothing to worry about right
That's tomorrow's problem.
We've got to the point now where to weld this correctly, we've got to unbolt it and be able to flip it. We're gonna clean all this up, and then he's gonna flip it like a flapjack. Colin got this all welded up as much as he can. I've got more stuff to build for him to weld on there. Jake?
I'm just grinding some things smooth, doing some finish work.
Peanut's helping us right now. She's looking over the work.
She's turning into quite the acrobatic dog. Let's see. Come here, Peanut. Come over here. Come over here. Don't hurt yourself. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're a good dog. Oh, you're a good dog. We got more to do here. We will bring you back when we've got that done and show you what we did. All right, I don't think we've shown it very much, but we always drill relief holes in these because you can't guarantee that water won't get in here, and as it heats and cools, there's low pressures and high pressures, and if there's a low pressure in there and it's raining, It's sucking in moisture. This lets it go somewhere. Let me show you what happens if you don't do that. I don't know if you can see this, but see how this is all rounded right here? That's because water got in this somewhere and then froze because there was no drain at the bottom. Since then, they've drilled some holes in here for whatever reason. But here's another one right here. This is one you can see really good. See how swollen that is? It doesn't look like water can get in here. There's no hole in the top, but it does get in and then it freezes. I didn't build this sandrail, you can tell, because there's no holes drilled in the bottom of the pipe to let it out. So there's engineering things that go on. We don't talk a lot about them on the channel, but it's what makes the equipment that we build work, is these little tiny details. So everything we've done on the Banana has drainage, everything on the MORR and everything on the Wrecker. There's nowhere for water to pool and cause us a problem. So that's just a boring little fact you might find interesting. So just like the rest of our builds, this one is taking a lot of gussets. And one thing that's saving us a ton of time is these little 90-degree bracket gussets. So these came from Barnes. They're awesome, they're super strong, they're a 1/4 inch thick, and they look snappy. If you'd like your rig to look snappy too, have a look at Barnes 4-wheel drive, and when you get to checkout, use the promo code MORR for 10% off your purchase. Good morning, we are back in the shop. We're waiting on a couple things to finish the headache rack. So we're moving outside to trim this bed down. I don't know exactly how much we're cutting out of it. We're shooting for about 3 feet so that we can have a 16-foot deck. We're cutting it from the top so it doesn't affect the geometry in the rear, so it won't be any steeper angle or anything. It'll just be a shorter deck, because what are we hauling? Almost nothing, razors.
This guy right here just got this winch out of the bed with the help of Jordan and my dad and
There
whatever.
was some slight rat's nest in there, a little hantavirus for you.
Some stuff.
Yeah.
So that's out. We can clean up this bed and we can cut it with the plasma cutter.
Colin's about to get to chopping with the plasma on the bed, and after he's done, we got to crawl underneath here in this cave and remove this little guide ram, or this little ram thing here. Stuff has to be removed.
Hot.
Yeah.
So on aluminum, the sparks are like a whitish blue, and on regular steel they're like an orangish red. So that's something interesting. Kind of fun to look at, but don't look at the arc. That's why I have these on. Come on, lift it up.
We got this cut up, and now we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Are we gonna put it back together or just call it good enough? So what I'm thinking, Colin, is just getting some stock from Schultz's to finish this.
Just put a flat piece on there.
I think we're gonna shorten this truck up even more than we thought. This will handle any Razor, any Jeep. It won't handle anything bigger than a Wrangler. Probably won't do a Gladiator.
But that's okay because we have.
That's
other
okay because
things
we got
for
the
that.
Wrecker. Yeah.
All right, so we called up Rudy. We needed some parts cut out on a plas table, and Rudy's got a plas table. So we are here in Hilldale right now, and Rudy's shop is right around the corner. Higgins. What's up, Higgins? Look at that.
I think
What is this, Rudy?
All right, so this is an upcoming project. You're not going to see it on my channel for a while, but it's going to be a 4500 Ultra 4 race car. And you can see some of the start over there.
Ooh.
Some of the start.
You get those axles built?
Yeah.
So lately I've been up here working on this. So I had to take a few days off, came up here. Started this project back up. Let me show you it real quick because I'm super excited. This is my truck. Rudy's building for me and I'm helping build. It's on air suspension so it can heighten and lower. Yeah, that's my rig. Let's see what Rudy's got for us.
That's some raw metal right there. There they are.
Man, we need to get a plas table. There's one of the pieces. 4 more to go. Okay, we said bye to Rudy. I got cake playing in my headphones. Gonna cruise on back to the shop. We'll see you there. I wonder if these are gonna work. These go right here. Nice.
Oh, those turned out beautiful. Good job, Rudy. Good morning. It is a new day in the shop, and it's a sad day in the shop. Somebody sabotaged my hammer. And I think I know who it is. I think it's Tom Tom. So today, we're gonna get even with him. I'm gonna build him a hammer that is only claws, and I'm gonna hide it in his shop. Okay, here we go. Do 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 do. All right, one harvested. Harvest one more. All right, Caitlin, I'm gonna need a wet rag and a damp rag. You know what? I'm gonna send him 2 gifts.
Yes.
Like that.
You want a ball peen? There's your stupid ball peen.
Except for not this one. This one I'm keeping. What do you think, Jake?
What's going on in here?
We're gonna go exact our revenge against Tom.
I like it.
Double trouble over here.
To the race car. Look at this.
Colin trying to take a nap.
Several YouTubers were badly injured when they were involved in a single car rollover and several very medieval hammers. When they get out of the hospital, they're going to jail for building weapons. Good morning. Is Tom about?
Yes, let me track him down for you.
Is he in the shop?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just headed there right now to drop in and say hi. So I was just checking to make sure he's there. That's all.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so here's the plan. We're gonna have to hide those on our person. So what I really want to do is I want to hide all of his hammers and put these in his place. I don't know how we're gonna do that right under his nose. I've got to get him excited about something he's working on. Stop. Hammer time. Do, 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 do. Do, do.
Hey, what's going on?
We just come to say hi.
Yeah? You guys lost?
Not very. Look at that.
I'm waxing my table. If I wax it, like no oil will soak into it and it stays like beautiful. Like I just had it totally covered with dirt and grime. Oh yeah. And it all just wipes off and it looks beautiful again.
And you just have to wax it every once in a while?
Yeah.
Yes, because I've got to build that box. So I'm trying to figure out what my data. The one that I saw was 70 HD online. It said 70 HD right on it.
Right in.
What are we filming this for?
You're saying hi to Tom.
But we already got it. Let's just get the bye to Tom.
That's what this is.
Oh, bye, Tom.
See you later.
He doesn't look suspicious. Mission complete. That's enough of that. Now we're back to the serious business of working on stuff in the shop. We're taking a break from the spud truck for a second. Please be patient. Let me show you. You guys remember we worked on the train. We got it all ready for Yukon. We call this the trolley. It's really the trailer, but it's got a real problem. So it has steering. Let me show you how the steering works. Like this. here's the wheel. The tie rod's in big trouble.
Oh, wow.
Is that a better view? Okay, Jake.
Yeah. Okay.
Take this whole apparatus off.
I got you.
So we're gonna take all that bad out and we're gonna put all this good in. And this good came from Barnes 4-wheel drive. Don't forget the promo code.
All right, that's out of there.
We're in.
Okay, that's nice and tight. Okay, let's see this thing work. That works great.
We saved some lives today.
All right, we're gonna start working on this back axle because I want to. We're gonna take it apart, we're gonna see what's inside it, see what shape it's in, and get it ready for converting to disc brakes. And then we're gonna, in the future, not today, we're gonna slide it under and we're gonna bolt it on. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys do this. You know what? I'm gonna let my crew do this. I'm gonna let them grow their skills by disassembling this axle. I'm gonna help though. Oh man, we were using the lift. Let me show you, I made a huge mistake. We were using the lift to pick that up. And these arms were tucked under, out of the way. And we went up and smashed the heck out of this. And I'm really bummed. I know we can fix it. Like, we're gonna have to find a C60 door. They're different than the pickups. But what I'm really bummed about is I wasn't gonna paint this. And now we're gonna have a section that's different, a door that's different. And I'm just sick. I wasn't paying attention. Is it underneath the truck? No. Please don't be underneath the truck. I can't believe it did so much damage so fast. That's a lot of damage.
Come on down.
Oh man, having a hard time shaking this. We'll fix it. I know it will be okay. We'll be happy. Don't worry about that. That's how you put it in. That's not how you take it out.
Oh. Oh, it's got sauce.
So while that's dripping, you should get another pan and put it under right here and pull these out.
Yeah, drums.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so just let that drip for a second. See how that works? That's a 35 spline axle. That's a tough one. So according to the tag on this, this is a posi unit with a power lock, Dana Spicer power lock, and there it is. That's exactly what they look like right there. Beautiful. So we're gonna strip this clear down. We're gonna inspect all the bearings and clutch plates and all that. Replace what needs replacing and then just put it all back together. You strong enough? That's gonna be a chunk, man. Oh, that's okay.
Jenga.
Okay, so let's set it up on its end. Okay, where's the other one of those? Right there. Okay, where was that?
That was sitting on this.
This is the same way my Dana 70 is. Got these little 3/16 spacers. All right, spray some of that Troll on there.
Troll.
And then let's take that pinion apart. Okay, it's coming right along. That puppy was on there.
Only 450 foot-pounds. Fire when ready.
loosen them at all?
A little bit.
Woohoo!
How does that bearing look? Good. Oh man, that is a monstrous bearing. Woo! Looks amazing. So it looks like everything is really good in here. We've got a great core. It's not gonna need a lot to put it back together. I think just some seals, and I'm gonna add another shim to get the preload there. But I think it's gonna turn out just fine. That's all we have time for this week. Next week, we're gonna finish the headache rack. We're gonna finish this and finish some other stuff, or maybe only some of what I said. Thanks for watching. Wow. Wow, that looks a lot better.